with a random handle, I would be affected by what they say. But everyone has a right to their opinion. But for the rest of you, don't look and be like, oh, Shiko, be careful. I'm good. We're good.
Yeah, here's
I'm
the thing.
definitely good.
Yeah. Shiko was born June 15th.
Don't say the year. Okay, say the year. Everyone knows the year. 1985.
1985. When she was born, she was alone with her mom.
Rest in peace. Yes.
R.I.P. Mike Mondo was born July 13th, 1981. When I was born, I was with my mom, and that's it. I don't think anyone was born with Shiko or with me. Sindio? Si everyone was born by themselves. Sindio? Si hata wewe ulizaliwa kivyako. Haya basi. Habari ndio hiyo. Wacha nikueleze kwa lugha ya Kiswahili. Waswahili wanasema usichokikula hakikufanyi unye, hakikufanyi ushute, hakikufanyi uhare. Maana yake ni kusema if Shiko decides today she's going to marry this goblet or date this goblet. What? Does it matter?
To them, it should not.
It should not. If I decide to wake up this morning and I decided, you know what? Hey, Bob. Love you. You're such a sweetheart.
You're gonna make me shy.
You are shy. Does it matter? Doesn't matter. What matters is this. Yeah? Wewe amka asubuhi, look at your life and always think about the things that you can do to benefit your life. Shiko and I will always do the same. Always look at your life because I benefit by being with Shiko because she makes me happy, she makes me smile, she makes me feel soothing. But for you, sit down and ask yourself, what do I do? Yeah, unless you want to get to a point where one day, you're posting a paid bill on social media and you're telling us, hey, do this for me. But do.
Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So that was classic 105 radio personality Mike Mondo and content creator Shiko Nguru, who have been giving people lots to talk about since October last year when they went public with their romantic relationship. But before I play the rest of their video, which is over 30 minutes long, let me just explain briefly why their relationship has sparked a lot of interest. So Mike has 2 kids from a previous relationship, and one of them is barely 4 months old, while Shiko was in a very public relationship with the father of her 2 sons called Rama. So they've been facing a lot of criticism because there have been allegations that Mike is not involved in his children's lives, yet he seems to have so much time for Shiko's kids. And the thing that really riled people last week is the fact that he posted Shiko's with the Rama's sons on his Twitter feed, and 2 of Rama's sons, and then on the caption he said family and then put a love emoji. So that post looks innocent, but a lot of people thought he was being disrespectful to Rama, and guys made a lot of negative comments underneath the post that he had to take it down. So I think because of that negative reaction and because of the fact that Shiko and Rama were a very loved couple by guys before they broke up, because they used to document their relationship on their YouTube channel, The Green Calabash, which has either been deleted or deactivated. A good idea for them to shoot a video explaining themselves to us, I suspect, to hopefully win us over. So let's just listen to what else they had to say for themselves, and then I'll come back with my commentary at the end.
What?
Jana, when you did the whole posting, then you said how those questions like how did we meet?
Yes. Oh yeah. So we did an ask me anything or ask us anything. So what we did was we took all the questions, like we looked at all the questions and we tried to see which ones were the most popular. And so because we don't want this live to take very, very long, so we want to just answer like a few of them and then be done. My phone is already glitching.
It's spazzing.
Yeah, it's spazzing.
Shut it down.
Okay. So anyway, so we took the most popular questions from the Ask Us Anything, and those are the ones we are going to answer today.
Okay.
So the one that I feel like came up the most, what is Jesus?
No, I'm just laughing. This is really funny. Let me explain to you. So here's the thing. How did we meet, baby?
Yeah, actually, that was like the most.
To this day, she disagrees on when we act. When is our anniversary? You disagree on anniversaries, right?
We literally said we wouldn't discuss
Okay.
dates right
Okay.
before this live.
So how did we meet?
Yeah.
Please explain it.
So we.
Oh, I'm gonna be
No,
that
no, no.
girl.
Okay, so okay.
No, I'm gonna be a girl right now,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna say, you know what? So how did we meet?
Okay, so
Explain. And by the way, there's a chance that if you get it wrong, we're gonna be at Classic 105 in the morning, bright and early, Monday, and I'm talking about my woman does not know when we met.
I know exactly what we
Right.
met. So what we did. So what happened? What had happened was I had an event at work, and so him and I had just been email addresses on an email chain. He literally did not know who Shiko Nguru was. I did not know who Mike Mondo was.
Yeah, that is true.
So we were just corresponding, and it was someone who was the intermediary. Let's call her that. So we were just being CC'd. And we knew we were just gonna be at an event together for work. And so the day of the event came, and one of my colleagues who did know who he was walks up with this guy and was like, "Shiko, this is Mike Mondo." And so
I'm chilling.
like-
I'm chilling. Yeah.
so I'm like, "Oh, Mike Mondo, we've been corresponding like on email." And then he's like, in his voice,
hey, what's up?
no, he's like, yeah, I'm Mike Mondo.
Hi, how you doing?
In that voice.
Yeah. Oh, so you.
And
What's your
so
name is?
at that,
Wait,
yeah,
Shiko?
I'm like, oh
It's
yeah,
nice
I'm
to meet you.
Shiko, and this
Nice
is
to
my event. And at that point,
Do you remember you took me around to see the cars?
even before we got
You
there,
even tried to sell me a Palisade.
I tried to sell him cars, but the minute he hit me with that, like,
Hey, what's up? My name is Mike.
I said, girl, you are in trouble. I even texted my bestie after we were introduced. I was like, girl, this could be a problem. But yeah, so we that's the day we met, and then we ended up spending the whole day talking at that event. And then later on we went for another event together.
Yeah,
He
because
invited me
I
to.
invited you out because we wanted to do something, and so we decided to all go out.
Yeah.
We went and had the most amazing time
Yeah, it
ever.
was amazing.
And then we came back. And here's the interesting part about it, is that when we came back, we just were like, you know what, we need to keep talking.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
after that day,
Yeah.
we kept talking. So after the work event and then the date afterwards, we kept talking.
We just kept talking and we
And-
kept talking
Yeah.
and talking.
And when we say talking,
and
like
talking.
literally we would stay on the phone
The whole day.
for
Do you remember?
hours. It's even a good thing. I don't know, he has unlimited minutes from
No,
Safaricom or
not
something.
postpaid. See, I'm the one who got you on postpaid,
Yeah,
because
you
you said
convinced me to
I
get
convinced you
on
to join
postpaid,
postpaid because you're always on this.
Because I was like, we've been talking for 2 hours, and I'm not even joking. 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours at lunchtime, and then like 4 hours at night. And I would be like, what plan are you on? Because me personally, my credit is always running out. And he was like, oh, anyway, so yeah, and then the rest is history. So that's how we met. We met at work. And then another question that kept coming up, I don't know why he's the one who's shy now. And
No,
then
I'm
another-
not shy. I'm
and-
just thinking. Okay, like obviously I made all the effort. Okay, and I worked hard,
I mean, you did work.
and I used my data
You did.
and my
Your minutes.
yeah, it's okay. I'll invoice you later.
Okay.
So someone asked me and I get this a lot when people ask me like why him? I asked you actually. why
Ask
him?
me.
Yeah, they ask you
Why him? Or why him this time, I guess.
Yeah, but I actually don't understand that question. Let me explain why. In life, there are two decisions you'll ever make that can go either crazy or probably in your favor. Here's how I look at it. If it is someone you love, why him, why her doesn't matter. You love that person, you just work with that person. When it comes to your career, that's the second one. Why this, why that? You do it because it has a certain sense of value. Now, to ask why me,
Yeah.
I can tell you why her. I tell you why her. She's focused. She has a routine. She loves her babies. She's amazing. And oh, let me tell you, best kiss in the world.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no,
So
no,
we're
no,
not
okay.
doing that.
It's okay. Just to let you know, yeah. But the idea, the fact that she is a good human being, she's just a good person. So if she is a good person, why not?
Mm.
Sorry, Jibu.
Okay. No, I'm gonna do the why him because I have a bit of I feel like I can see why people would be like, why him? Me, I take it from the sense that, or from the perspective of how can you fall in love again? And why with him? Like what made you allow yourself to fall in love again and why him? And my answer, I feel like it's it's
I'm actually interested. Actually,
Oh.
why me, babe?
oh, you're super
I
interested.
mean, you're a beautiful woman.
Thank you.
You're a beautiful woman. You're intelligent. You're
Thank
smart. You do all of these things.
Thank you.
Why me? Actually?
You really
Yeah. I wanna-
okay? But you kind of know this story.
Oh, babe.
Okay,
I wanna know.
so this is the thing. This is the
Today,
deal. This is the
Abba
deal.
Ivy, tell
Okay.
me.
So last year, when I was obviously single, and I'm a Christian. I don't think I've kept this a secret. I'm a praying woman and I pray a lot. And it reached a point of being in the streets that I I prayed. I was like, God, for real, if you're sending me a man, if this man, whichever man is in front of me, is not from you, don't even put him. Like, please just like remove him from my sight. Like, if a man is not from you, don't bring him anywhere near me. And then that prayer kind of evolved to, but how would I know if a man is from you? Like, I started asking myself, like, how would I actually know? Like, and then I started praying this, like, okay, Christians out there or people who went to Sunday school, how like when Moses was in the wilderness, God sent him an actual burning bush as a sign. And that's how he knew it was God. So I started praying.
That was Abraham.
No, Moses in the burning bush. So I started praying, Lord, please, I need a burning bush sign. If the man you put in front of me is from you, I need a burning bush, like the way you sent Moses a burning bush, right? So that's how the prayer evolved. And then I was like, I need to have such a specific list of requirements that only God knows, that then I'll know this is him. This is the man that I prayed for. So I made a list. I even told you about this. I called it the burning bush man.
You showed me. You put it on your vision board.
Yeah, and it was on my notes app. So I went to my notes app and I wrote burning bush man, and I wrote a list of like 15 things. And they ranged from, Viola Davis actually spoke about this in an
interview. We actually went through it. Remember that day? And then you were like, okay.
Yeah. So I wrote a list, and they ranged from, I was saying Viola Davis talked about this, that she prayed a specific prayer to meet her husband. So I wrote this list of from frivolous things to one of the most frivolous things of my list was that he should be either 6'4" and above in height or have neck tattoos.
I ain't got no tattoos, no 6'4".
Well, there's still time to tattoo.
Oh, hell no.
No, but it ranged from frivolous to like serious. Like I wanted someone who would come to church with me every Sunday. I wanted someone who already had children and didn't want me to have any more of his children. I wanted someone who would speak my love languages fluently. Like I had a very specific list of this is what I want. And I was like, God, if I meet a man with 70%, if you've watched Indian Matchmaker on Netflix, the Indian Matchmaker lady talks about if you meet someone with 70%, take him or take her. So I was like, Lord, if you give me 70%, it's a wrap. So I met, all that to say, I wrote this list, it was like 15 things, and I met this man, and within 2 weeks, I could see that he had 13 out of the 15, and right now he has 14 out of the 15.
What's the last one?
Tall or neck tattoos. I just said that's why he's never going. There's still time.
Yeah. I'm clean, man. Yo, I'm clean.
But no,
because I don't know. Maybe one day I might want to do a tattoo.
Maybe on your neck. Never. But anyway, so why him? I honestly, and I know this is gonna sound very like intensely spiritual, but this is literally the man I pray for. Like this is the man I pray for. So I love you too. So why him? He's literally, and I have evidence on my phone that he's the man I pray for. And so why him? It's because I prayed for him.
You want me? You want me?
Sure. Okay, next question. Next question. Okay. What's an AGM? What's an AGM, babe? You came up with a document.
So here's the thing. So I didn't understand this principle until baby girl let me know. So she told me that apparently there's this thing where couples do AGMs. Okay. So she sent me a video on my Instagram. So she goes ahead and sends me this video, and she's like, babe, I think this will be good for us. Like, to do an AGM. This was last year, right? Yeah, it was last year.
Last year was just,
And I looked at it and I was like, what? And then I didn't understand it in the beginning. So I was like, okay, cool. So, and then she was like, oh, you can go. I told her I'd make it my business to figure out what we're going to do. Okay. So what happened is I literally sat down, and I opened a Word template and I just put up the poster. It was like Mike and Shiko's, it was an annual, it was saying couples, what did you call it? There was something I said, I can't remember right now because I'm a bit on the,
And also I edited it a little bit. Annual goal
planning. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. So it was like an annual goal planning.
Yeah.
From this I did it, and then so she had decided that we will do it on January 6th at the time.
Yeah.
So I put in the date as January 6th, and then I started just going online and asking, hey, okay, I'm looking for different things that make couples work or relationships work, and I started looking for different items. And so each item that I felt was important for us at the time, so I'll take it and I put it on the Word document, and I just put it there, and then this, and then I put it there, and I take this and I put it there, and then I take like communication skills or this skills or everything that you think is important in a relationship, I'll take it and put it there. So when I was done with it, because I remember that day you actually called me and I was telling you I'm working on our AGM document because I knew it was coming up in January 6th, and let me tell you, when Shiko has told you have to do something, you better do that thing. If you don't do that thing, she's gonna call you out on it.
I sent him a calendar invite. So it was kind of like we had to meet for the
pressure. But I was getting calendar invites at to do AGM on this day. I'm looking at it like, hey, Nyako, hey. So I finished the document. I sent it to her. I told her, so that's a document. Read through it and everything. And so the idea of an AGM is this, and I'm not saying that you have to do it. What I'm saying is it's okay to do it. If you can sit down with your person and literally analyze and criticize everything about that person without shame, without blame, without favor, it's just that, I don't like it when you fart in the bedsheet.
No, but from a place of love.
No, hold on.
Jeez.
It's me explaining it.
Sounds so harsh when you
No.
explain
Let me
it.
put. Now we have to put it that way.
Okay.
You have to be able to tell your person, I'm not happy when you do X, Y, Z. And if you can use that AGM document and then review it 3 months down the line, and like I tell my baby girl all the time that the purpose of that AGM was supposed to be handwritten. As we did it digitally, but it was supposed to be handwritten because you're supposed to do it and exchange with the other person. You do your copy, and then the other person does their copy, and then there are points at which we are doing together. Like these are together points. And so once everyone has a copy, then you have a clear idea about what it is this other person is expecting of you.
Yeah.
So even if you lose your way somewhere across the year, you can go and open that document because we're exchanging, and you can say, hey, Mike told me here he doesn't like this and this.
Yeah.
And you can refer to it because the reality of life is you're so busy. Let me not use curse words, but you're so busy to the point that sometimes you don't see your person. You don't see that your person comes home, they have stresses, they have issues. Mtu ametukanwa kazini, ameambiwa he's useless. That guy is just stressed, or that woman is just stressed. You're coming home as a man. The only thing you can do is sit there and say, ugali ko inaiva saa ngapi? Instead of asking your woman, hey, niaje ba? And maybe your woman, what she wanted was someone to say, hey, ba, hi, how are you?
Yeah.
How's your good? Are you? It was good. But that's simple. A lot of people don't do that. And that's really annoying. And that's why you end up calling radio stations in the morning, complaining. No, let me be honest. You call radio stations in the morning, you start complaining about, oh, my guy this, my girl that, my guy this, my girl that. Imagine perhaps sometimes it's like, hey,
this is what's happening.
What's going on?
Yeah. So he thinks we should, and actually I agree. You know how like for work you have quarterly performance reviews?
Yeah. You do an appraisal. You have
Every
to
quarter?
do an appraisal
Every
of your
3 months?
partner every 3 months. Appraisal. Wewe, ugali yako si ngumu sana. Mimi napendanga ikiwa nikirusha kwa ukuta ina bounce off the wall. But you see, if your ugali is not the same.
Whatever your important things are to each other, you talk about them. So what an AGM is a system for you to evaluate your relationship, what you each want, what you want as a couple, how to get there, obstacles that are stopping you from getting there, and ways to achieve those goals.
It's not a who's right or who's wrong.
Yeah, no, it's not. Whoa,
in fact, whenever you do an AGM, do it. But when you do it, there's no blame. It's about like, you know what? For these, because ours took how many? 2 days?
Yeah, it took 2 days.
It took about 2 days. When you do it, there's no fighting.
Mike's thing is there's no for makasiriko.
There's no for makasiriko. You put your makasiriko outside the door. You sit down
and
you
for those of us who are sensitive, that was a tough pill to swallow. It was intense. But you know, your partner could say anything from
I don't like that you snore.
Yeah. To
it affects my sleep.
Right.
Period.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Or I mean, yeah, like
I don't like that when you wake up and go and pee, you wake me up and I struggle to sleep.
Yeah.
Say it.
Yeah.
I don't.
Two more serious ones, like
exactly.
I don't like how you handle our finances. I don't like your spending habits.
And you have no. In fact, whenever you do an AGM, put all your asira aside, all your anger, put it aside. You're supposed to take it as it comes. And if you can't take it as it comes, let me tell you, then probably you're with the wrong person. Always do the AGM. Sit down with your person and tell them. Let your woman talk to you the way your parent would talk to you.
Wait, what we say again?
Let your woman talk to you the way your parent would talk to you. You know, when your parent talks to you, shut up and you just listen. Nato kijam, mzazi amekwambia ati wewe ni umbwa, and you kwambia father nitakugonga, you can't, right? So you have to take it. And for even as women, even for you, you have to sit down and take it. You have to sit down and say, you know what? Okay, this is how baby boy feels.
Ooh, and that's hard. I won't even lie.
It's hard.
Like some things were easier. Some things I had to be like, some things, can I just say, like
I know.
The feminist in me would be like, boy, what you like? Who are you talking to? Can I give an example?
Yeah.
So like,
please do.
So like, when your man says, like, I think we should look sexy for each other, and I don't think it's sexy when you XYZ. Some of those things you might take to heart and be like, no, he didn't. Like, he actually did not say that. But on the other hand, we are a partnership. We're in a relationship. So just like the way I can tell him, I don't like this. Just like, he can tell me.
If you told me, sorry to interrupt, man.
No, I'm worried about what you're going to say.
If I stood up and I was like this every day, I'm coming home.
Okay.
This is not sexy, right? Right?
Yeah, true. And I mean,
couples need to be sexy for each other.
And everyone's preferences are everyone's preferences.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the way I see it is that I'm a big believer, and I'll share this with you because you hate on radio anyway. So let me say it, right? Every individual, if you're in a relationship with anyone or someone, or I don't know, whatever your preference is nowadays, people identify in 2, 3, 4, 5 ways. My idea is you have to be sexy for your person. Yeah. If you're not sexy for your person, hey boss, do you know what life is right now? you're gonna find a 27-year-old gym trainer, 6-pack cubes and everything. And you've gone to shoot a round of golf at Karen. That guy is coming to train your wife at home. Hey. My brother, hiyo ndio siku utajua ujui. Ulifikiria wewe ndio baba yao kwa sababu you've got 8 figures in your account. Ni sawa. That day, hey, hiyo shamba italimo. But the idea is be sexy for your people, yeah? Always be sexy for your people. That's why I do the AGM. Yeah. She brought up the idea.
Yeah.
I accepted it. I think be sexy for your person. I'm all for the AGM. Sit down with your partner and actually ask them. So this is 2024. The year has just begun. What's the plan?
Yeah.
We can't just start the year bila plan. Tunaenda wapi? So niambie, what is the plan?
Which is good. It brings us to our next thing. Some people are like, oh, you know, they don't know how long we've been together, but they assume an amount of time and be like, okay, this is too long to have an AGM. And okay, I think if you're very intentional about your life and or a certain age, it gets to a point you don't want to waste time with someone who is not aligned to your values.
Exactly.
And an AGM is when you get to see, okay, what are this person's values? What if you're talking to this person, they don't want kids or they have a mountain of debt. Their goal is not to be financially free. They are not interested in spirituality. I feel like an AGM is the one opportunity to discuss all the major
everything. You are literally putting your cards on the table.
Yeah.
This is me. Now, once this is me, you also lay your cards on the table and say that is you.
Yeah.
Okay. Tunaelewana, tuelewani. Are we wasting each other's time or are we moving forward? Now, once you can agree on that, and I'd like to advise this to anyone. And by the way, if you're under 35, don't even listen to me. I'm talking to people over the age of 35. Let me explain to you. Yeah. You don't have much time. The average life expectancy in Kenya is 65 to 68 years old. So that means if you're 35 years old, you probably have another 30 years to go. A lot of the things you design in your mind, the things you look at, you look forward to. I mean, this is the time. You either implement them now or you don't. Okay? If you do the wrong decision now, it will come to bite you in the ass when you're in your 40s, when you're in your 50s, when you're in your 60s. I wish you all the life you want. But here's the thing that you have to understand. At some point, you look for your person. And your person doesn't have to be Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be.
Better looking at Kim Kardashian. Very common. What was Kim Kardashian? What you talking about? Really?
Okay.
BBL woman? Come on, seriously, what's that all about? Anyway, your person has to be someone you understand. And the one thing that I found with you, babe, is that when we met, we had so much in common and we talked so much and we connected so much to the point that it was a no-brainer. You know, a lot of people ask men, for example, how they walk away from let's say a 5-year relationship, and then they meet someone and they get married in 6 months.
Yeah.
That's kind of like how I feel. Like that's how I feel, and I'm just like, you know what? I left someone. Yes, I acknowledge that. But with you, it was never hard work. It was always like it made sense. That's it. It was like, you know, like when you hang out with your best friend, the one that just came back the other day, and you don't feel like you need to be a person. You need to be this kind of person. You need to like make something. Like, it was just like, I mean, she's just vibes, and we just connected, and that was it. Yeah, we're meant to be. And that is the reason that I date Shiko.
Oh, you've gone back to why him or why?
Why you? Okay. It was never with you. It was never hard work. It really wasn't. I didn't care that I had kids. I didn't care you had kids. It was just like in that moment, whenever we hang out, whenever we spend time together, it was all just a vibe. It was just a vibe. Yeah. We always just kept it. And I understand over time that vibe can die down, but the fact that you are the kind of person who keeps trying to make the vibe come back, you know, like we keep trying to do other things, keep trying to, you know, like make things exciting or make things this way or that way, or let's do this, let's go date night, let's go and do this, let's go and do that. Date night. And so it never feels it's expensive. It's not boring. Like, I can tell you for a fact.
No, but no, I think.
No, I love that.
And also, I feel like sometimes people are like, "Oh, aren't you afraid of what other people?" Let me tell you something. No, I don't want to be flippant. I love the community that at least I have on Instagram. I love that community. At the same time, I am fully aware of what is in real life and what is on social media. And so what matters to me most of all is what's happening in my real life. So I would not so much care about what Ken _1995 thinks as much as I would care about the kind of life we're giving our
Mike
children.
_Mondo. Yeah. Say that name.
No, yes, please do. Because we're almost done. Actually, we said 30 minutes. So like, yeah, like I find that people, especially younger people, like I feel like millennials have aged out of that pressure for, oh, you know, delete comments. Bro, I feel like millennials have kind of aged out of that. But I feel like the younger generation is still so hyper conscious and, oh my gosh, you know, Barbie _, you know, 1969 said this, and like, God bless Barbie _1969, 254. But I mean, it's not important to me. Like, I love my community, But what I love more is what happens in people's real lives.
Oh, me,
So
I'm
wait.
rich.
So like the DMs I get from you know, no,
Hey.
no. No. So when I get DMs,
Oh, Jesus is
when I
Lord.
get DMs from people talking about their experiences as single moms or single dads, I've gotten those as well as older millennials or just millennials who are dating again after long relationships with or without children. Then I feel like these are real people and we can discuss real things. So don't be worried for me, or definitely not for him because he doesn't give.
No, I don't give.
He doesn't care.
But like, hey, boss.
He might have to hold him back from.
Hey, try me. I am
responding.
waiting.
So I feel like some people are like, Shiko, you should be. Listen, I am well aware of what's real and who matters and who doesn't, and whose opinions I value and whose I don't. And I cannot, for the life of me, imagine why anyone would think with a random handle I would be affected by what they say. But everyone has a right to their opinion. But for the rest of you, don't look and be like, oh, Shiko, be careful. I'm good. We're good.
Yeah,
I'm
here's the thing.
definitely good.
Yeah. Shiko was born June 15th,
Don't say the year. Okay, say the year. Everyone knows the year. 1985.
1985. When she was born, she was alone with her mom.
Rest in peace. Yes.
R.I.P.
Mhm.
Mike Mondo was born July 13th, 1981. When I was born, I was with my mom, and that's it. I don't think anyone was born with Shiko or with me. Sindio? See,
Yeah.
everyone was born by
On their
themselves.
own,
Sindio?
yeah.
Si hata wewe ulizaliwa kivyako. Haya basi. Habari ndio hiyo. Wacha nikueleze kwa lugha ya Kiswahili. Waswahili wanasema usichokikula hakikufanyi unye, hakikufanyi ushute, hakikufanyi uhare. Maana yake ni kusema if Shiko decides today she's going to marry this goblet or date this goblet. What? Does it matter?
To them, it should not.
It
Yeah.
should not. If I decide to wake up this morning and I decided, you know what? Hey, Bob, I love you. You're such a sweetheart.
You're gonna make me shy.
You are shy. Does it matter? Doesn't matter. What matters is this. Yeah? Wewe amka asubuhi, look at your life and always think about the things that you can do to benefit your life. Shiko and I will always do the same. Always look at your life because I benefit by being with Shiko because she makes me happy, she makes me smile, she makes me feel good. But for you, sit down and ask yourself, what do I do? Yeah, unless you want to get to a point where one day, you're posting a pay bill on social media and you're telling us, hey, do this for me. But do for you first. The one thing you need to understand is you have to do for you first. Are you doing for you?
Hell yeah.
And are you happy?
Very.
And I'm doing for me and I'm happy.
And our kids
And we are doing for each other, we're happy, and our children are happy. So
Very happy.
there's no issue.
Yeah.
Now you do for you. Because at the end of the day, ukisimama mbele ya Mungu, hautasimama hapo na Shiko Nguru ama na Mike Mondo. Utasimama wewe na Mungu na Yesu. Ujiambie, so why were you saying this? Why were you tukanaing this person? Why were you doing this? Utajitetea kivyako. That's all I'm going to say. Okay? So you have a very good night. Ask guys have to
Wait, I was going to see if we've answered all the questions. And your phone, I swear your phone doesn't.
But you're my...
I swear it doesn't make sense. Anyway.
What were iPhone?
No.
Hey.
I don't know how to get the lock screen to come on. Anyway, I just wanted this to be a very short live. I know.
What did you want? My WhatsApp or my...
Actually, Barbie. Someone has said Barbie _1969. Anyway, listen. All that matters, guys, is we are happy, and I hope you guys are happy.
You are explaining too much, baby. Listen, I'm dating Shiko Nguru. Now kama mko na shida, please slide in my DM.
Don't, please.
I would love to have a conversation with you. No, just try. Yeah, baby. Okay. It's okay. No, Semanga. See, you're a man. Yeah? You have the jewels down there, just like me.
Oh, babe. Oh my gosh. It wasn't even thinking what you were saying. Okay.
Relax.
So.
Wewe tupatane. I love to kipatana. Whatever you say to me digitally, I beg you, say it to me in person.
Ooh.
So that's all I ask. Ooh. Whatever you say to me digitally, tukipatana hivi, just tell me in person. Kama wewe kweli. Yeah.
Because some of you have had lots of opportunities to talk in person, but
yeah, I meet people all the time. Oh, Mike, you're such a good guy. And then when I look on my DM, or my ex, or my whatever, that's the same person who's trashing me. So all I say, if you're gonna trash me, whatever you say to me digitally, when we meet, because we will meet,
do it with your chest.
Please say to me in person.
We're done.
And do it.
No, we're almost done. Sorry, that's one of our children. So anyway, what we were saying is love and light.
You
want to say hi?
Yeah, come say hi.
She had said she'll bomb. Our teenager will bomb. She'll bomb our lives.
Peace in the Middle East.
Is that, do people still say that? Gosh, I guess it's still appropriate. Okay. Yeah, good night, City. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so anyway, we're ending this live right now. But thank you.
No. Let me remind you again.
We're not done.
Whatever you say to me digitally, when I meet you, please say it to me personally. Ukiniambia, then you can show me you have kindness.
No.
Lakini ukicheka na mimi na nakuona hapa wewe ndio ulisema hivi, it's okay. Don't come and laugh at me. But whatever you do to me digitally, when you see me in person, do the same.
Ooh.
And then let's see.
Okay, so I know there's so many, like you guys were so amazing with the questions. We have so many questions. And we had to find a way to like segment them in ways that made sense, like categorize them. And this is the only way that made sense for half an hour. And I know we have questions on co-parenting. We have questions on, do you want more children together?
Oh, hell no.
That's a quick no. That's a hell no.
Hell no.
We are both very happy with our
Hell
5
no.
children and we're done.
Yeah.
But we had a lot of questions about navigating co-parenting and stuff like that. But I mean, this would be like a day-long live. So, oh, and the AGM document. We are gonna post it on.
I sent you the link
Yes, but where do we post it for people?
on your Instagram.
On maybe
Like,
where this live
yeah,
is saved.
yeah,
So
something on
under the on the caption for this live,
Mm.
we will post the link to the AGM.
Yeah.
Sound
Okay. So what you do, Maybe we create a link,
Mhm.
and then once you copy that link, you just post it as a link on your IG, and then
On the caption,
anyone
yes.
can take. But you're supposed to edit it here.
I've edited it, yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know the site to use for the
I'll
public
show
share. Okay. All right. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And I mean, we might do another one, maybe next month,
You have okay.
Valentine's Day.
Baby girl's gonna tell you.
We'll tell you, but thank you guys so much. I don't even remember how to end lives these days, but thank you so much for
No, this is how you end it.
watching. Oh, no.
Okay, so you've had the defiant couple. Do you think they're just talking like that because they're still in their honeymoon phase? Are you rooting for them? Or are you in the kamati ya roho mbaya who say wataachana tu? Anyway, for me, I hope it's a genuine relationship and I hope they take care of their kids, especially Mike, who is being accused of being a DB because the kids are very young and they need their parents' involvement in their lives. And then I also hope he continues to respect Rama as Shiko's baby daddy. So I hope they work out a healthy relationship. I might do a part 2 to just give more details about what I think about their relationship.